Good morning, everyone. I hope everybody had a good sleep and is having a good day. So I want to come and talk about Naomi. I'm going to say her last name probably wrong, so I want to say Iran. I don't know how to say her last name. I heard it once and can't remember how to say it, pronounce it. So please forgive me on that. So I wanted to put a banner. So just give me a second. I gotta check out. Now I don't have. Let me see. I do have. Where'd it go? There we go. Okay. So I can't see chat right now. It doesn't look like anybody's in at this moment. So now I'm going to say it's fair use for any videos that I'm going to play. And I also want to talk about this little gaffer. Let me just share my screen. I was going to do I was going to do both Naomi and this, the 15-year-old that was missing from Pigeon Forge. But I am going to share my screen because I wanted to, let me see where I'm going here with this. I wanted to just give a little update that he was found safe and sound. Thank goodness for that. Okay, so we're sharing. All right, so on my Twitter page here, and this is from WVLT 8, Knoxville, Tennessee. Taylor Ogle was found Wednesday night in a makeshift shelter. Okay, so for some reason the geosource has failed to load. I don't know what that means. So we will just go on and read about it. So a missing Pigeon Forge teen that left his parents a note before running away has been found. Oh, Ebony. Sorry, my cat's and everything. Has been found, the teen's mother, Samantha Ogle, told WVLT News. So I'm not going to get into the details of that. He did write a note, but the Taylor is now safe. He said he was found in the woods near the community center in a makeshift shelter after some friends of his told police where he had gone. So thank you to his friends for letting the police know where he was. So I just wanted to share that because I thought that was important. So it just goes out of that. And this, oh, why did I do that again? Sorry. This here is Taylor. All right, so now let's get on to Naomi. Okay, I'm just going to come back here. Okay, so Tamara Cartwright, or she goes by Tammy as well, which is Naomi's older sister. Am I sharing? I'm not sharing. Okay, just give me a second. So there is a search. Anybody in Nevada area, like Fernley, Nevada, anybody in that area that is listening, if you have time this Saturday to go out and help with a search, it will be starting at 1 o'clock. Let me see if I can find any more information. Okay, so we'll be working on setting up another search area. So the search area has not been confirmed yet. So if you go to Tamara's Cartwright's Facebook page, she has a picture of her sister as her profile picture. And you can she has a lot of stuff posted there for everybody to like read and comment on and everything. So I wanted to share that as well. All right, so I'm just gonna
I don't believe that it was anything that she did.
Stop. Don't go there yet. All right, make sure I'm in the right area. All right. So what I'm going to show is from the Daily Mail. Okay, let me share my screen again. All right. So once again, fair use, and I will put it in my description as well, if I haven't already. All right, let me see if you guys can see that. Yeah, okay. So this is from the Daily Mail. It says, missing Nevada teen Naomi Irion, I'm going to say, went on a date day before she was abducted from Walmart parking lot, was being sexually harassed at work, and was naively exploring freedom in the U.S. after sheltered upbringing with diplomat dad family reveals. It goes on to say Naomi moved to the United States full-time last year to live with her older brother, Casey Valley, in Fernley, Nevada. She grew up overseas in a diplomat communities. Her father, Herv, works for the State Department. Her mom, Diane, and brother, Casey, told DailyMail.com that she was excited about her freedom as a young woman. She had taken a job at Panasonic factory in Reno and took a shuttle bus there every day from the Walmart parking lot where she was abducted. Naomi has complained that she was being sexually harassed at the factory, which she joined in September. And then on March 12th, she was abducted in her car at 5:24 a.m. by a man who approached the vehicle and got into her car and got in. Her car was found I think it was 3 days later, but there has been no sign of her or her belongings since then. The suspect is believed to be driving a 2021 or 2022 Chevrolet Silverado high country truck with chrome door handles. It is believed to be blue. Anyone with information is urged to call police in Nevada. And I'm going to put this up on as my banner. So just give me one. I'll put this on my banner. Anyone urged to call the Nevada police at 775-322-4900, or, and it's an anonymous tip line, or 775-577-5206, which is a general tip line. So I'm just going to put this as a banner. Just give me 1 second. It's going to come over here. I'm going to stop my screen. Wow. Create a banner. Sorry, guys. Please just stay tuned. All right, paste that. And do that. Scroll across my screen. All right, it should be up now, I'm hoping. It's not showing. Did I do it wrong? There we go. Okay. Up on screen. Awesome. All right. Should have done that from the get-go. Okay, so now there's some videos that I wanted to go through. Oh, apparently I have to replay them.
Willingly or consensually or anything like that.
Okay, sorry. Hang on. That one's not playing. Which one is playing? Wow, okay. Okay. This is, I think, the first one. I guess I need to share my screen. Sorry, guys. Share screen. Just going to mute the ad. All right.
Could have been related to a workplace conflict.
Anything like that, that is known by Panasonic, that is known by people close to Naomi, has been relayed to law enforcement. I don't know if any of that is related to this. I personally, I can't see it myself, but there's, anytime you're in a workplace,
So,
there's people that
guys.
you might not necessarily get along with.
So if you don't know who that was, that's her brother, Casey, and his mom is to his left.
But there's people that might, not treat you the right way and stuff like that. And these things do happen, and that it's relatively common. And unfortunately, things like sexual harassment are more common that people like to talk about. But anything that's like that has definitely been communicated.
Did Naomi ever complain that she was being sexually harassed at work?
I can't speak to that on this. Sorry.
It's something that investigators are looking into, though?
Yes, and if you look online, there was at least one thing, but it's definitely all known by law enforcement at the highest levels. I heard from Panasonic after we reached out to them on Monday, because I'm her on 314. I'm her emergency contact.
Yeah.
So on 314, I was able to verify with them that she was no call, no show.
So she never made it to work, and they didn't call her and said, look.
Yeah, she never made it to work. She never called them, and on Saturday and Sunday, the 12th and the 13th. And they didn't contact me. I contacted them, and they verified. We were able to verify because my father has access to her bank accounts. So we were able to verify that Saturday morning was the last transaction at that gas station at 5:03 a.m. People might have noticed, and I know from people that I've talked to, because I've talked to a lot of these people too.
So we will be going through the time. I just wanted to. Should I do this backwards? Sorry.
Her being missing on Saturday and Sunday did not go unnoticed to them.
Okay.
And since Naomi had been communicative everything most of the time, and when she was going to take time off and stuff like that, the people that she normally talked to were definitely concerned, but they didn't necessarily know how to contact me or anything. That was and Panasonic does have that information and did have it at the time. And like I said, I was her emergency contact, and I was able to talk to them on Monday the 14th.
Right, and since then you say that they've been cooperative and they've helped.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Let me just come back out of that. I should have done this when I went backwards. Sorry, guys. My mistake. So Naomi has been missing since...
A realtor knows this isn't just a place to live in. It's a place.
Okay, let's do that. Sorry. Sorry, guys. There was a thing I wanted to show. This. So this is Tamara Cartwright's Facebook page. And she had... Oh, there we are. Okay. All right. So this is she was kidnapped. So series of events. March 12th, 2022, 5:09 a.m. Naomi parks at the Fernley Walmart. 5:09 to 5:23. Naomi is active on social media. Now, apparently she did this on a regular basis. So she had a set routine, what she did allegedly. At 5:23 a.m., the last Snapchat ping. At 5:24 a.m., I should say, the suspect was at Naomi's vehicle. At 5:25 a.m., Naomi's vehicle leaves Walmart. Now, on the 15th of March, Naomi's vehicle is recovered. It was 3 days. Okay. So, I really can't read this map all the best, so I'm just going to skip that one. I think I have a better one somewhere else. All right, so this is a video of the suspect. I guess I'm going to say stalking her, really, before he goes in on her. I do not have the video that shows her actually being abducted, but from what I can understand, this right here, where my mouse is, let me just make sure I'm saying the right thing. Somewhere off diagonal to here is her car. And I'm not sure if this is her car here or if it's further back. So there's no sound to this video. It's just him walking. All right, so we'll just play it again. It's only like 20 seconds. And then we'll go. All right. So you see him, he's walking both ways. So you see him walking down this way, and now he's coming back up. This is just a still picture. Another one. Now, pretty sure he stood right here, not right there where he is now, but in front of the bushes. He stood there and watched her. So I'm trying to see if I can find a better one. I'm not sure if there's one. Sorry, that was my squeaky wheel. I can go over the press conference if you'd like. Give me a second.
Today we are in the desert trying to look for evidence or clues about my sister, Naomi Irion, and her disappearance. This is what my sister looks like. She has dyed black curly hair. She has nostril piercings on each side of her nose and a septum ring. She's 5'11". My sister was abducted on March 12th, 2022 in the Walmart parking lot at 5 a.m. There's a vehicle of interest that the police are looking for. This truck has been identified as a dark blue or black Chevrolet 2020 or newer 2500 high country four-door pickup truck. The suspect is in the picture on the left. And if you have any information, please call 775-443-6620. My sister's iPhone is still missing. If you find a lost iPhone, please call the number.
All right, so let me just go back here. Just a little bit.
Find a lost.
So this picture, let me see if we can get a better one. There we go.
My sister.
Oh. There. So this is what she was wearing the day she disappeared, got abducted. She's wearing a blue Panasonic t-shirt, what looks to be like a gray sweater and gray pants, I believe, and other dark gray, looks like a knockoff Uggs. I think they said they were like Uggs, but they were not brand name. So that's what she was wearing when she was abducted. Her cell phone's gone, her purse is gone, all her ID is gone. It was not in the car, so it was with her. She does have AirPods as well, and her iPhone, which has not been found. So I wanted to share that.
443-6620. My sister's iPhone is still missing. If you find a lost iPhone, please call the number.
All right. Oh, why is it? Don't like when Facebook does this. All right. Now there is a press conference. Let me see if I can. All right. I hope. Oh God. I'm hoping you guys can see this. Okay. So that is the suspect's vehicle. Allegedly. I'll say that. All right. Let me click out of that. Go. What else do we got here? Oh, so yeah. So here's the picture. Why is this not? So as you see, he was walking that way, and then this is where he had stopped. And the direction that he is pointing, like if you go diagonal, that is her car up there. So in here where her car is. So the car that I did show in that video was her car. All right, I'm trying to find the press conference. It's only a short one. Just give me it's up top, I do believe. Unless she. That's not. All right. Let me see what I can find here. Sorry, guys. These. That's what I wanted. Okay. All right. So Naomi's mother, Diane, and her brother, Casey Valley, spoke with Daily Mail about their ongoing search for the teenager. She was living with her brother, a former Navy machinist who now works for Apple, and his girlfriend when she went missing. Her mother lives in South Africa, but is now in Nevada to help with the search for her. Okay, this one here I wanted to play. All right, let me go full screen. Okay, gonna call fair use.
Do you love Gantt charts? Here's how easily you can build one in ClickUp. Let's map out the tasks for your Gantt chart in this list. Perfect. Now, let's add a Gantt view.
Thought I skipped the ad. Jesus.
With my girlfriend, and we tracked down security at Walmart, which, I mean, it's not obvious where that office is, but we found them, and I sat there and I told them what her routine was, and we nailed down what part of the parking lot she usually parks in, and we looked at all the cameras until I spotted her car, and then once we spotted her car, we nailed it down to a couple different cameras, and we went through, and we saw the abduction happen. And it was surreal. It was a
Could be scary to
deep,
watch.
sinking feeling, like my blood had ran cold immediately, and I walked out of that security office, and I got on the phone with dispatch, because on Sunday night I had reported her missing around 11:23 p.m. And I wasn't necessarily taken very seriously, and they didn't file a missing persons report. But on Monday, after I found that footage and I reported an abduction, there was a deputy that came out and viewed the footage with us, and he still wasn't convinced and everything, even though I had told him everything he knew. But police officers, they see a lot of things, and sometimes they can be a little jaded. And
So the video that you saw, which shows the abduction, walk me through exactly what you saw.
okay, so the first thing I saw was her car, and then all of a sudden I saw her car leave, and I was like, wait, we need to see what happened. And so we went through and went back to where her car left, and we saw a man coming to the driver's side door, saying or doing something to make her move over. And it's a very grainy video, and you can't see very much detail, but I know my sister's body language, and I know what she looks like when she's scared. Her body language when she's scared, she gets very jerky. She freezes up and gets very, like that. And mom agrees and everything like that. And that's what I saw. That's what I saw in that video, and it was, low resolution and everything like that. But I don't believe that it was anything that she did willingly or consensually or anything like that.
Was there a physical altercation?
We can't tell. There may have been. We're not sure. And that's why I've been really careful to say that he either said or did something to force her to move over.
Yeah.
I think maybe he threatened her, but he opened her door, because I think, like we were talking about, her door was probably unlocked. It's also important to note that from that same direction is the direction that we saw the suspect come onto the property of Walmart. It's it's about a half a mile. So it's definitely within walking distance type of thing. So there's a lot of different theories that you can draw from that, and I don't care to speculate.
Yeah. It was reasonable to assume that the suspect was familiar with this area, though, had been there at least once before.
Yeah, and you can see where her car was ditched from I-80, a major freeway. So
Right. And was her cell phone found in the car?
no,
You still have not found her cell phone?
we do not have her cell phone yet.
And
We don't have her purse.
Yeah, I heard that last night.
We don't have her cell phone. We don't have her purse. We don't have anything that was on her person. We want for nothing except for Naomi right now.
All right.
We had no
intelligence to suggest that they were members of the Taliban. There was nothing to
I don't know
suggest
what
that
the
these
hell's
were bad
that.
men doing bad things.
All right.
In all wars, there are casualties. That I accept.
So this is the. So it says Naomi was living with her brother in Fernley, Nevada. She was working at the Panasonic factory in Reno. Took a shuttle bus to her job every day from the Walmart parking lot. On March 12th, she left her brother's home. Shortly before 5 a.m., she stopped at the garage to buy snacks. So I guess that's like a gas station. Then parked at the Walmart where the suspect was filmed approaching her vehicle and getting in and then driving away with her in the passenger seat. Now, we don't get to see that. So at this time, let me see if I can bring this up a little bit. Maybe it's already full. All right. No, I can't. So you can't see this picture here. What does it say here at the bottom? All right. So picture 2 here, it says March 2nd at 5:03 a.m. Naomi is buying snacks at a gas station. Then number 3 here on the left-hand side, it says March 12th, 5:09. Naomi parks at the Walmart parking lot, 5:09 to 5:23 a.m. Naomi uses her phone to speak with friends. God, my eyesight sucks. Online, I do believe, because I don't think she spoke personally. She was on Snapchat and doing her social media stuff. And then on March 15th, 3 days after Naomi is abducted, her car is then returned and dropped off at an industrial park. Sherwin-Williams paint factory is where her car was found, which is like right by the Walmart. So, I can't blow this picture up any bigger. Let me see if I can take a screenshot of it.
As an unpleasant but normal part of warfare.
Hang on. I don't know what's playing in there, but. All right, let me see if I can blow this up because my eyesight sucks. All right. All right, so. There was a better. All right, so right here, I don't know. How do I get my? Let me do this. Let's pick a color. Pick red. Pin. Okay, so right here. Oh no, you're not gonna let me do it. Stop. Get out of there. So right here. Oh. Yeah, I'm not the greatest at this. Sorry, guys. All right. So right here at number 3 dot, that's the Walmart, I believe. And right here, I'm going to do it in green. Right here is where Naomi's car was found in this area. So basically next door, I'm going to say. So I just wanted to share that. Okay, let me close that. Leave that. All right.
But
hang on. I don't know what is going on.
Is not
Let me close that out.
a normal part of warfare.
This page. What is that?
Chris Green thinks there may have been a cover.
Yeah, I don't know why it keeps going on to other. Why does my lives never work the same?
Night raids were routinely filmed. Special forces
What is talking?
wouldn't let him see the tapes.
All right, come on.
I was cleared to top secret, so there was no reason why I couldn't see the gun tapes. There was just a refusal to show them to me.
Sorry, guys. So this here is her dad. Naomi's dad. He does work for the, or does he still work for the State Department? So yeah, so that's her dad. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's the suspect again. Okay, so this video is of the... So this car that's coming in right now is not Naomi's. I originally thought it was, but I was told it was not. And there is no sound on these videos. Okay, so now if you follow my mouse, up top here is where the suspect starts. I'm trying to... You eventually get to see him. Sorry, it's just... There is no sound, and it's just showing you. I wish, in a way, we could have seen the actual... Well, I don't know if we want to see somebody being abducted, that's for sure, but maybe... Just going to move the video ahead a little bit. Maybe we can... I didn't watch... Oh, here he comes. So you can see him coming down towards the bottom of your screen. He's kind of in between those... these post things here, but up top. There he is walking again. He's just kind of hanging around that area as if he's waiting for somebody. Now, I'm assuming Naomi is already in the parking lot. It doesn't show in the... So he's coming down walking. And it's like... It wasn't an opportunity. It was premeditated because he's walking with a hoodie on. You know, like he's not... This isn't just by chance. He was waiting. And there he stays. And now he's... The way he's facing, he is staring at her car. Now, what is this? I have no idea what this is. This has nothing to do with her. Why is this playing? Well, it was wasted 21 seconds. Don't know what that was. All right, let me close out of this. All right. All right, so this is the abductor shown in another still image taken from the surveillance footage that her brother says made his blood run cold. This is the suspect's vehicle. I think it was gray hues. If you haven't gone over to... this was on So Mean, allegedly, with Gray Hughes and Chasing Truth. Gray was doing the shadows of the vehicle, and I think he worked out that the time of this picture... I don't know what this...
Hey, Flagstaff Police, shut the vehicle off.
Hang on, guys.
Shut the vehicle off.
Don't know what is playing in the back.
Police officer, shut the vehicle off.
Jesus. Anyhow, so the shadows of the truck that I had just shown, Gray had worked out the shadows and what time it would be. And I think he pinpointed around 3:20, I think it was. So that's good. So that means that so I guess he was trying to find out what time the person was driving by with that vehicle, and he did the sun and the shadow thingy. Whatever he does, he's so good at. I don't know how he does it. But yeah, I think he pinpointed as the car was driving by, it was around between 3 and 3:30, I believe. If I'm wrong, please leave a comment and let me know. All right. Now there is more videos on here, but I keep getting. Let me close this out for a second. I'm gonna stop my screen. Everything's popping up on me now. Okay, so let me just go over to my Twitter page. Maybe it won't be acting all funky cold Medina like. So I'm just trying to get the word out about this case. It's been over a week. It's been now what, 12 days? She went missing on the 12th. So 12 plus 12 is 24. So yeah, 12 days. Today is the 24th. There is going to be a search for Naomi this coming Saturday. If you need to sign up or want to help, go over to Tamara Cartwright's Facebook page, and she has a thing on there that you can look at for the search for Saturday. I don't think a location has been set up yet, so you'll have to get that information when that comes available. So let me just go to my profile on Twitter here. All right. All right, let me share my screen again. I got another video, I think. For the persons here with me, thank you, State, for being here with me. Appreciate it. All right. Oh, come on. What is going on? Sorry. It's frustrating sometimes, you know? Kick in. All right.
An 18-year-old vanished from a Walmart parking lot in Nevada more than a week ago. It was 5 in the morning, and Naomi Irion was up early to get the shuttle that takes her to work near Reno. Investigators released a video that shows a man walking in the parking lot at that same time. Police say that he was seen driving her car out of the parking lot. So her mom is begging anybody with info to please come forward.
Please call. It could be vital to saving her life. And that's our number one goal right now. Please save my daughter and bring her home. Please. Anything, any little tiny bit of information, please call.
Surveillance photos were taken just before Naomi disappeared. Her car was found days later, abandoned near the same store. Her mother says that Naomi was wearing a blue shirt, gray cardigan, and gray sweatpants when she disappeared. Let's hope that they find her.
Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. Oh, all right. All right, so now I'm just going to go to the press conference here. I think this is it. Let me see if you guys can see this. Unblock ads. Okay, well, I'm not unblocking all ads. I guess I have to. Damn. All right, let's close that out. Oh, look at all these pop-ups. Oh, it's a limited article. Well, isn't that nice? Okay, this is not what I wanted. Maybe this will be it. I don't know why they limited your articles. So there's the timeline. I was looking for the press conference. But apparently this site is not going to give it to me. So let me go back. Oh. Let me just stop my screen for a minute while I search for this. Naomi Irion. Press conference. Thank you. I don't know if we will go. There we go. Oh, the gray. Well, it wasn't 52. Okay, I don't want to. All right. All right. Let me just get back to my share screen. You know, it would be nice to have people to chat with them online here. Like, you know, I have 365 or 3 subscribers, and I guess most of them are troll accounts. I don't know. So this is the press conference.
I think we're all ready. Is everybody okay?
Yep.
Okay, we're ready.
Good morning, everybody. I'd like to welcome everybody here. We're going to have a little press conference that kind of gives us an update on where we're at on this case today.
Just as loud as I can get it to go, so I hope you can hear it.
A multitude of different agencies, both local and federal law enforcement agencies, to accumulate as many resources as we can to solve this case. So far, we've released the most recent photos we have regarding the investigation. We are making a plea to the public right now to help us locate our person of interest vehicle. That vehicle picture has been posted on our press releases and throughout other sources of media information. We've received a number of tips from the public, and I appreciate these tips. They've been helpful. It would benefit our investigative efforts if we could channel these tips into 2 local resources. One of them being our Lyon County Dispatch Center. Phone number is 775-463-6620. And the other one is Secret Witness of Nevada, 775-322-4900. It's really important that we can try to get that information into those 2 sources so it's easier for us to track and be able to get the information into the hands of the people that need to follow up on it. One thing I want to say is we will continue to release information as it becomes available. Right now, everything that we know has been put out there, so that's why it's important to gain some new information from the public. I'm going to turn this time over to the family. I want to introduce Casey, Naomi's brother, Herday, her father, Tamara, her sister, and Diana couldn't be here because she's still in South Africa, but I'm going to turn the mic over to them because they have some stuff that they need to say.
Before you do that, Sheriff, could you give us your first and last name and spell it for us?
Sure. Frank Honeywell. Frank's obvious, but Honeywell's Hunnewill.
Thank you.
And that number one more time for Lyon County Dispatch.
775-463-6620. And the other point I want to make too is I have Samantha here from the district attorney's office, so they're following us in every step in this case also. So
Can I ask you a question before the county?
Sure.
Sure. Was she working at Panasonic?
Yes.
And has Panasonic been helpful to you in terms of helping you? If you've gone to them, if they've been helpful with and told their employees, hey, if somebody knows something or saw something, will they say something?
So Panasonic's been very helpful. We have some investigators are working directly with them, trying to get some information. I would point out that every business in this Fernley area has been very helpful with providing surveillance video and all that stuff too. So we're getting huge support from the business community. We just need the citizens to help us find this vehicle of interest.
Thank you.
And one over here too.
So this is prior to.
the Lyon County Sheriff's Office policy for responding to
never mind.
missing
I was wrong.
cases. Is it a couple of days? Is it immediately?
So typically what happens is if a case comes in as a missing person case, we respond immediately, provide individuals or families with a packet that they fill out. And whether or not, a lot of these cases, the person will come home, even if, fairly shortly after, because it wasn't really a missing person case. So that's the way it typically works. It isn't something that we sit on. It's something that we get on right off the bat. And then occasionally these cases don't come in as a missing person case initially until a little bit more time goes in, and then eventually it gets converted. I won't say converted. It gets reported after the initial report may come in as a suspicious circumstance, and then later on down the road it'll turn into a missing person case.
When do you guys usually rope the media in or the public to ask for help?
It depends on how fast the information comes into us. So as we kind of got this information gathered on this case, that's why you guys are here today, is because we need the media's help. And I think it's important to get the media involved as quick as you can, but you got to have enough information to kind of fire that off. And it took us a couple days to get that stuff all gathered up, so hence we're here today.
Just last question, just to clear something up. Initially, they said the man came over from a homeless camp behind Walmart and got in her car, but now they believe he's driving a truck. Was that a getaway truck? Do they believe that this man may have been homeless?
So we're not 100% clear on that yet. We're still trying to gather information. We just know from the surveillance video that this truck that we put out in the media is of interest. We don't know anything more about that yet. Anything else?
When you put out the first press release Tuesday, that was after you found the vehicle. Did you already have the surveillance video before that, or did that cause you to go looking for it?
I'm not 100% sure, and I don't believe so, because
Ping of her phone. The ping of her phone.
So part of the investigation was a ping of her phone, which caused us to go there. I mean, I don't have the intimate details on how all that timeline unfolded.
So her phone was in the car?
No, the last ping of it showed in that.
Sorry, guys.
That's why we started our.
I just want to pause this for a second. Do you ever wonder if the suspect is there during the press conference just to see where the police are at? Like, I know with certain, like, I'm going to say arson cases as an example, when an arsonist, they stay behind, like when the fire department's there and if there's news crews there, they're always there watching. So I'm wondering if it's the same thing for somebody who does a kidnapping or abduction or something along those lines. Just wondering.
Finding her car that fast was through the ping of her phone.
Phone left in her car.
No, it was just the last ping.
Last
Walmart area.
And then after you found the car, is that when you got the surveillance video, or did you already have the video?
We had one piece of footage, but at that time we knew where to go and get
this other amounts of footage because we know the location now.
So on the surveillance part, I mean, that's what we're doing today. That's what we're doing today is we learned some more information, so we're pulling a bunch more surveillance video all the way from Churchill to Reno to here. But as that stuff comes in, we'll make sure you guys are aware of that. So the chronological order that those press releases came out is how we got that. What kind of effect is this case having on the community as a whole? The community's been very supportive in helping our efforts. Other than that, I appreciate the fact that the community is very supportive because we need their help. I mean, I wouldn't say that everybody's afraid to go out, but they've been very supportive.
Would you say to the community as well, something in the back of your head that looks like I saw is probably nothing, something you really want them, even if they don't think it's anything, to say something?
Well, no, in cases like this, it's very important to listen to that little still voice in the back of your head. And if you see and anybody that has any information that might lead to helping us solve this case, and if you think it might not be important, let us decide if it is or not.
That looks like blank. No, that person's not like that.
I mean, it could be anything like that. That's not a normal thing that I see in my neighborhood. That's not a normal thing, any of that type of stuff.
Have we received any additional things from her phone?
We're still working on that.
Is the license plate of the truck?
We do not yet.
How about tribal government? Have they been stepping up?
All the surrounding local law enforcement agencies have been assisting.
When they said that they didn't have a plate
Have you guys
on the truck,
deployed any helicopters or anything to get up in the air and search for infrared maybe, or heat detection out in the desert, things like that?
So we've deployed a number of drones that have the same capability, so we have done that in the areas that surrounding the area around here.
Great. Was the Panasonic bus driver there at the time in the area?
They didn't arrive till after.
How odd is this?
so as I was saying,
Is this something you see happen often?
No,
the truck
not in this area.
allegedly,
But
from
we
what
all
I
know
heard,
times are changing.
didn't even have plates on it, but I could be wrong.
Again? Luck with this.
Hello, everybody. I'm Casey Valley. This is my sister, Tamara Cartwright. This is my stepdad, Naomi's father, Naomi Irion. We're Naomi's family. Also, my mother, our mother. She's not able to be here right now, but she's working on getting here. This is a really hard time for our family, as everybody can probably understand. Naomi lived with me here in Fernley. Naomi lives with me here in Fernley, and we so much appreciate the detectives in Lyon County. They're working so hard. Lyon County and all the other agencies that are involved, we'd like to thank them for all their efforts so far. The investigation is truly, it's progressing, and there's new developments all the time. Unfortunately, not all of these developments can be released to the public in the efforts to basically find Naomi safe. But they are keeping us informed, and I just want to make sure that everybody understands that. I want to make sure that everybody understands that the Lyon County detectives and the entire department they're really working hard on this. And there's a lot of agencies involved here. There's a lot of people contacting us. Keep doing that. Anything that anyone knows, you see that vehicle of interest as described on the Lyon County press releases, contact Lyon County. If you can get a picture of a license plate, that would be better. All that sort of thing. Go ahead, Tim.
My sister is very active on social media. Please, if you see anything on social media that looks like her, if you see anything that looks like this truck, please, I need you to call the sheriff's department or the anonymous tip line. If you can talk to people she knows on Instagram, if you know her on Instagram, if you know her on Snapchat, please, I need you to do this. Thank you.
Really, at this point, it's anyone that has had any interaction with Naomi in the last few months. If you're seeing this, call the sheriff. We need to hear from you.
Would you say she was a friendly type person that the social media is one thing. There's, we can go on. Personally, there's, social media, but also interacting. Was she a trusting person, a friendly person? Can you describe her personality?
She was very friendly. She's very friendly, maybe a little bit too trusting, but don't expect anything bad from her. She's helping. Unfortunately, she was not focused on her own safety.
She loves people. She loves people so much, and that's why she's so trusting. She wants to have a relationship with people that she comes across. She is such a kind person. She'll do anything to help people. I'm so afraid that someone betrayed her trust.
So if somebody needed help, hey, can you help me with this?
Absolutely. She would definitely be there. Absolutely.
She would say, absolutely, I'll help you anyway.
Absolutely.
Yes. So make it feel welcome.
Naomi is not a fighter, meaning the guy who pushed her into a car, she froze. She didn't do anything. She just froze.
We can clarify really quick, and detective, correct me if I'm wrong. We're not saying that this person was necessarily a homeless person. He came from that direction. But it's enough of something to state that it's worth noting. This person did say or do something to Naomi to make her move over from the driver's side to the passenger side. That's, as far as I know, what we know so far.
Was she a pretty habitual person?
So, yeah. She parked. She and I talk all the time. She lives with me. Anytime she wasn't going to come home, she would tell me. She would let me know because she didn't want me to worry because she knows that I would. And when I didn't see her on Saturday because I went to bed super early. And she got home. She usually came home kind of later at night, and so that wasn't weird. And then when I saw that she didn't come home on Sunday,
She works so early in the morning.
etc. She didn't come home on Sunday, and I knew something was wrong. I immediately, reached out to family first to see if they'd heard from her. I reached out to all the jails and hospitals in the nearby area. All the way from Churchill County to Washoe County, Sacramento, Carson City, everywhere like that. And it was at that point that I knew something was wrong, and I made sure to call dispatch on Sunday night, as just like the press release says. So,
Speaking of reaching out to surrounding areas, I really want everyone to contact anyone when it comes to news, when it comes to social media. I really need to stress that what you need to do is spread the word about my sister as much as you can, because this was on Saturday morning. We don't know how fast that truck is going. She could be anywhere right now.
But we are out of time. And it's so critical right now to just anything that you know or heard or thought of. Like, it needs to be reported.
Sorry.
Casey, when you were the one that went to the Walmart and said, hey, you got any surveillance, and they showed it to you?
So Monday day, I went to the Walmart, and because I knew that was her routine. And my stepfather had told me, because he has access to her bank accounts, the last purchase that she made was on Saturday morning, early in the morning on her way to work. So I logically thought, and with some help, it was actually one of my girlfriend's friends' ideas. my girlfriend and I went to Walmart, and we tracked security down at Walmart, and they were very helpful, and I'm very thankful to them for letting us barge in on them and showing us that footage. And as soon as we saw that, I reported it as a kidnapping.
What went through your mind? I don't know. I guess no one knows what they expect to see. You're just going to go look and see if they've got anything. What went through your mind when you saw the activity?
I was mortified. It was. I didn't expect to see that. I expected to. I was just trying to verify that she made it to Walmart.
Or got on the bus.
Or whether or not she got on the bus. But I had heard from HR at Panasonic, because I'm her emergency contact. So on Monday, I got in touch with them before I went to Walmart even, and they verified that she had no call, no show on Saturday and Sunday, which is very unusual for her. She's never done that before.
For every day that goes by, not very
No. We have to stay optimistic. There's no choice.
Did they see her with that runaway truck get in that? Did they see it?
Exactly. We can't put out a comment on that yet.
Has there been any discussions with, you said that you came from the direction of a homeless camp or might have been homeless, with anybody who lives in that area that is homeless, might be familiar with the gentleman?
Exactly. Or Sharon.
So all of the people that are in and around that area and stuff, we're making an effort to contact and see if anybody saw anything. Other vehicles that were in the surveillance video, we're trying to locate those vehicles too, see if anybody saw anything. So we're doing all we can do to try to contact anybody that was in that area the night in question. So to answer your question, yes, we're following up on those. And like I said, we don't know if this guy's a homeless guy or not, because we don't know who he is yet. We don't know where the truck is.
Yeah, he was just coming from the direction of the homeless camp. Doesn't mean that he is from the homeless camp.
Secret witnesses stepped up to the plate, and they're going to put an announcement on all their message boards throughout the state of Nevada. So that's going to be coming up soon. So that'll be out there too. The family's been very good, very cooperative, working with us, and
I haven't heard anything about a reward yet. I wondered if there'll be one.
All that we can do with the resources that not just we have, but Churchill County, Washoe County, everybody, FBI, to pull this together and try to get as much information as quick as we can, because time is of the essence. It is important to do that. So,
have you notified? I'm assuming. Have you notified law enforcement throughout the state? Because all roads go all over. So,
right.
And maybe surrounding states.
So that goes out through once she's entered into the NCIC system, everybody gets an alert on that. So it's a pretty widespread thing. Plus through the secret witnessing that connect all law enforcement agencies across the United States are connected through secret witness. So,
what about the message boards they've got on the interstates? Can you put up any type of message saying be on the lookout for this truck or something of that nature, so people that aren't from here driving?
So that's where some of the secret witness stuff is going to show up.
Okay.
It'll say, look for this vehicle, contact secret witness at this number, da-da-da-da-da.
Is there a reward associated yet with any information?
Not yet. That's pending. So secret witness, once we kind of get some more information, is potentially going to put out a reward. So. Good?
Yes. I'm Naomi Irion, Naomi's dad. I work in South Africa for our government. My wife is over there now with 3 boys at home. She's obviously a nervous wreck. She cannot operate much. There's somebody watching her, being with her from the embassy there. I would like to say first, thank you very much for all of you for coming here today, and for those who take this in heart. I know Naomi is in all of our hearts, and we hope to find her alive, obviously. Thank you for those watching as well. We beg you, if you have any information, anything, please contact the Sheriff Department or the law enforcement as soon as possible. They still hope to find her. Yesterday I came from South Africa. I went to her bedroom and started looking at her stuff, her shoes and makeup, everything she has, her dirty laundry, and started crying. We really need your help. She's my daughter, but she's also your daughter, your sister. She's
Aw.
She needs help, and we need to find her. Thank you very much for the prayers. Thank you for the meals. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for everything we received from you guys. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Any more questions
How
for us?
long have you lived in Burlington? How long has she lived with you?
I've lived in Fernley since June of 2020. Naomi moved in with me in August of 2021.
Did you want to talk on camera? No. Okay.
Any other questions for the family at all? Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys. And one last thing really quick. To the people of Fernley, the people of this area, the amount of support that you guys have given us, like, it's amazing. I'm baffled. It's crazy. I never thought this community could be like that. So
We're all families.
Thank you guys.
Where did you move here from?
I moved here from Wyoming.
And this is technical.
Okay.
Can you guys spell your names on here so we get it all right?
So Casey Valley, Casey. V is in Victor, Alley. Hervé Irion, Herveiirion. Tamara Cartwright, Tamara Cartwright, Cartwright.
That's right.
Yeah, one more time.
Hervé.
Yes, sir.
Herve. Hervé. Yes.
You're setting up a community project with the evidence.
Now there is another one I wanted to go press conference with the mom, so I'll play that one next, and then I guess I'll wrap it up.
She loves rainbow, the whole rainbow.
But this is the original
And everybody that put up flyers
first
yesterday,
press
I saw
conference
that, and it brought tears to my eyes.
before Mom arrived.
Some of you are probably here right now. But I saw those kids up there putting up the flyers in the underpass yesterday. Just thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Once again, thanks for the media to get involved. Really appreciate your support.
All
Trying to
right.
get this word out here, and like I said, we'll
Let me stop my
keep you
screen.
updated as we get more information that's viable, and let's see if we can find Naomi. Thank you.
All right, so let me just stop my screen for a quick second, and I will find the.
Is any of the media going to want any more comments before we go in and talk more with them?
All right, let me close that out. All right. So let me. Where is it? Where's my home page? There we go. All right. All right, so here's that 2 days ago, so March 22nd press conference. I'll just share my screen. So if anybody has seen this vehicle that is in that area or knows anybody that drives a vehicle similar to that in that area, or knows if anybody knows of anything around this case, please, without hesitation, call the number that's scrolling across my screen with any tips, information. If you find a cell phone, you find her ID, you find anything of her that she had on her when she went missing. A black purse, iPhone. I'm not sure what year of the iPhone she has. Anything like that. Anybody on Snapchat, her Instagram, if you know something, say something, please. Do you need to bring her home safe and sound? All right. So this is the press conference.
Yes, that's correct.
And when you say ping,
Oh, come on.
It's just her last known cell phone activity. So we were
Hang on, I'm not live yet. So just.
We were able to map it through cell phone
All
activity
right.
to that area off of State Route 420.
Let's pause that for a second. All right. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Okay. I had to make sure I was sharing my screen. Enter full screen. There we go. Okay, so we'll play this press conference. This is the new one. This was on the 22nd of March.
Yes, that's correct.
And when you say ping, you heard a ping or you detected a ping. Can you elaborate on that?
It's just her last known cell phone activity. So we know her social media and cell phone was active at Walmart. We were able to map it through cell phone activity to that area off of State Route 427 and Hill Ranch Road, where it goes stagnant for approximately 10 minutes, and then we have no further cell phone activity with Naomi. It's constantly being monitored. It's constantly being pinged. That's what we know so far.
And for the layman, including me, what does that mean? What does that ping mean? What does that mean?
It's just cell phone activity. So right now, everybody's cell phone in this room is constantly bouncing off towers, constantly active. And right now, her cell phone is not active.
So does it mean that after she's in that car that it is activated, or are you getting stuff residual from her activity at 5:25? Am I making sense? I mean, does it mean that the phone was still going after abduction, or it was still on?
You're making sense to me, but unfortunately there's something that can release due to the fact it's an ongoing investigation.
Okay, so, but that, I guess it's significant because you had to check that.
Yes, that's what that is.
Guess the person that's
And you know,
videoing this is texting at the same time. Sounds like.
social media with before her abduction, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And this may be part of the investigation as well. I have to think a vehicle, that 2020 or newer 3/4 ton Chevy, kind of a unique vehicle. Those are worth about 60, 70 grand. So this isn't somebody who, again, we know it's.
That's correct, and I'll clear up the facts. So when we initially reported this information, we were reported that this subject walked from a homeless encampment or a homeless thing. That was just our initial report. We do not believe the subject is a homeless person who he could very well be the suspects in this case, but they had access to the vehicle that we're looking for.
Expensive vehicle.
Yes, it is.
Not necessarily something all of us can afford. I'm assuming you guys have checked with registration and so forth to see if such vehicles have been registered.
I can't speak to that because of the ongoing investigation.
Is there like a tracker on the vehicle? You know, some of the New York cars, they have like a...
Again, all that is being investigated.
How about fingerprints? Did you guys find any fingerprints from her car? I think, is that what?
All evidence is being processed at this time through the Washington County Sheriff's Office crime lab.
So when you say, we know, and maybe it's hopeful, maybe it's not, we know there's people out there that maybe know more, and I don't think we think they're withholding it. What do you think maybe people aren't getting that this is important? You've got to tell us that you saw the cargo. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I would encourage anybody to come forward who had access. Anybody, it could be somebody who borrowed your vehicle. It could be somebody, your neighbor drives this vehicle. If you know somebody who drives this vehicle or had access to this vehicle during this time frame, that's what we're asking you to come forward and speak with us. Please notify us through Secret Witness at 775-322-4900 or Lyon County Sheriff's Office at 775-463-6600 or through the email address at detective@lyon-county.org. The people around the clock are constantly monitoring everything that comes in. We're not specifically responding to everybody, but we're there's somebody analyzing everything that comes in, and we appreciate everything that you guys are providing.
And it's not some little truck, some clunker that someone would bring home and no one would notice. I think it's a pretty significant vehicle.
Yes, that's why we're asking for the public's help in identifying anybody who had access to a vehicle that matches the description.
Any license plates?
Not this time.
Do we know that it had license plates?
I can't discuss that due to the ongoing investigation.
Do you have any indication that the suspect was somebody that Naomi knew?
I can't release that due to the ongoing investigation.
Yeah, and I just have questions. Do you have surveillance footage of the suspect entering her vehicle? Did it look like there was a confrontation, or it was almost sort of like?
Just going to pause it. So he asked, one of the questions was it somebody that Naomi knew? Now, allegedly, she had a date the night before. She disappeared. And allegedly, she had put in a complaint, a sexual harassment complaint at HR at Panasonic. And apparently, allegedly, HR from Panasonic was doing something about it internally or something. So I just wanted to put that out.
I'm not allowed to release that due to the ongoing investigation.
What other areas is the FBI and the sheriff's office searching?
I can't discuss that due to the ongoing investigation.
Is there information? Are you getting a lot of? Let's put that you're getting a lot of information from the public. You just would like a home run, I would suspect.
Yeah, so we reach every single tip that has come in through phone, email, social media. Everything's incoming. We appreciate it. We're going through it all. Again, anything that's small, like if something small that you might not consider important, it's important to us. So if you could please let us know.
Is there a big misconception or something you want to clear up that either we have gotten wrong, or maybe you're getting calls saying, "Hey, you're not doing this, that, or the other thing"? Is there any big misconception you want to clear up?
No, I guess the biggest misconception that I would clear right now is the fact that we're releasing everything we can. There's a lot more that we know that we cannot release due to the ongoing investigation. We're giving you guys everything we can, but we're also can't release certain things due to the ongoing investigation.
Do you suspect you may have to as time goes on?
Absolutely. As soon as the information becomes available, as soon as we know something that we can release, we will release. As soon as the Lyon County Sheriff or Lyon County District Attorney's Office is able to let us release information, we will release information to the public. And if you guys have any more questions, I'd like to turn it over to the panel.
One question: have you contacted Panasonic and maybe some of her coworkers who didn't know anything?
There's due to the ongoing investigation, but we're contacting. It's constantly evolving investigation.
Is there anyone in charge of like search and rescue specific areas? Like, if I want to go and help look.
Yeah, so I'll actually turn it over to Casey, Naomi's brother. He's been. We're going to ask that he's the point of contact for all civilian searches. And if you guys have any questions, I'd like to turn it over to family, and I'd like to get back to work.
This is my mother, Naomi Irion, and she just flew in last night. And
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. I'm sorry if I get a little emotional. I'm fine. I just flew in from South Africa last night. My husband and I are in the Foreign Service, and I'm serving at the U.S. Mission in Pretoria, South Africa. And we got here as fast as we could. It's a long way, and I have three little boys that need love and care. So I had to be very careful about traveling. I hope you guys can all understand that. I want to ask everyone in the public, if you have seen this truck, even in the corner of your eye, oh, that's a big blue truck, please call Secret Witness or the Lyon County Sheriff Department. If you know of somebody who has a big blue new truck with the chrome and all that details on it that's in the picture, please call the Secret Witness or the Lyon County Sheriff's Office. If you're out and about and you see a cell phone on the ground, you're like, oh, that's weird, it's a cell phone. Please call Secret Witness or the Lyon County Sheriff's Office. Please. is an iPhone. Yes, it's an iPhone.
Or pieces of it.
Or even pieces of it that looks like a broken cell phone. And we're also looking for her purse. It's a black bag. And any of her clothing. She was wearing the blue Panasonic t-shirt, and she was wearing a gray cardigan, and I think she was wearing gray sweatpants and blue Ugg boots.
They were either gray, black, or brown.
Gray, black, or brown.
I think they were like a faded black.
Yes.
And they're like knockoff Uggs. So they're not name brands.
Yes. So if you find any of that just laying out, please call. It could be vital to saving her life. And that's our number one goal right now. Please save my daughter and bring her home. Please.
Aww.
Anything, any little tiny bit of information, please call.
And if anyone in the public has been or knows somebody that was at the Walmart parking lot in Fernley between 4:30 and 5:30 a.m. on the 12th, please come forward. I don't care if you were just going to the store or whatever. Get in contact with the sheriff's department. They need all the information that they can get. I don't care if you don't think it's significant. If you were there, it could be vital.
No piece of information is too small to report at this point. We need everyone's help across the nation because the incident happened so close to I-80. She could be anywhere.
True.
Anywhere in the nation.
Wow.
We need this word to be spread nationwide. We need as many news agencies as possible to pick up the story. We need social media to spread the story.
Trying to.
Share, talk to everyone, and call for any tiny bit of information. Tonight at 7 p.m., there'll be a candlelight vigil in the
Fernley Out of Town Park.
Fernley Out of Town Park. I'm sorry, I just got in last night from South Africa. We were traveling for 36 hours, so I don't remember the names of it.
Sorry, guys.
Hello, my name is Tamar Cartwright. What I really want to say is that if you have any information at all, that you need to come forward. If you have information about the vehicle of interest, if you have information about the suspect, if you have information about my sister Naomi, I need you to come forward. If you see the slightest piece of information, if you see anything that you think might be evidence, I need you to come forward immediately. Don't post about it without talking to law enforcement first. Don't do anything without talking to law enforcement first. This is life or death for my sister. Life or death. I don't care if you think it's insignificant or if you need other people's approval. You need no one's approval before calling law enforcement. This is life or death for a beautiful and fun and amazing sister, daughter, and friend. She was just starting she's just starting her adult life. She hasn't even gone to college yet. She just graduated high school.
So
what
sad.
I need you to do right now, if you know anything, please come forward and contact law enforcement or secret witness. Thank you.
Daniel's going to speak in just a second, but it is so vitally important, and we're all making a plea here. Anyone that knows anything about any of this, there's ways to stay anonymous. If you know somebody that might know something, I don't care who you are. If they do it to us, they can do it to you. And I'm making a plea to everyone, maybe people that are on the other side of the law that might know more. We need your help. This is a family. You have a family too. Is there any questions?
Hey, so you saw the surveillance footage once. I don't know if you, through that or through whatever else you've seen, were there cars, maybe one or two in the parking lot, or maybe driving down the street close? That's who you're appealing to as well?
Yes, there was definitely some other people in the Walmart parking lot during that time, and we really need them to come forward, for sure. There was, plenty of activity in that area.
What time does a bus usually pick up the employees of Panasonic?
Between 5:30 and 5:40.
Are you planning on hosting another community organized search?
Yes, there will be another search this Saturday. The location is yet to be determined, and I will let everybody know that I can as soon as we have that information that we have to coordinate.
In the meantime, what are some areas that people can look?
I think the highest confidence areas that we can take a look at is if you look on a map, you'll see Fernley, and there's I-80 that goes across, and there's 447 and 95 that bisect Fernley. So north of I-80, east of the reservation, in that 10-mile square area is where I'd like to concentrate the efforts of the public right now. It's a big area. I've been out there when I get a spare hour, which isn't often. There's people that are out there right now helping me. I have a side-by-side. It's broken. It's getting fixed by the community. They're fixing that for me. Just that there's a lot of moms here today. And they're so thankful for it. That make sure that we're fed, make sure that we have everything we have, they make sure that we have, you name it, towels. I can't thank you guys enough. And everyone in this community, I never imagined that community could be like this. The public search last Saturday, over 700 people signed in. There was horses, ATVs, side-by-sides, people on foot. There was a lot of very serious people that came, and we appreciate that. And we need more of that. Where we need your help. Okay, this is Daniel, Naomi's younger brother.
Daniel, Irion, Irion. He's 13 years old.
Oh, poor little guy's gonna talk.
I hope and ask that any, I'm his sister. I may have her home safe.
Aw, my heart breaks for them. I'm sorry.
So one thing I want to reiterate.
Sorry, I'm getting all teary-eyed.
We're working very closely with the family. And I think it's very important that the family's involved in this. One thing I want to ask of the public as a whole is if you're going to go out and do private citizen searches, please coordinate that piece. So that it's so easy for us to maintain collection of evidence instead of we have a go-to person in cases that are go-to person. I can tell you that every law enforcement agency, and I said this before, from the federal law enforcement partners to the state and local partners are working on this. As Detective Cusmer said, we're getting hundreds of tips every day through secret witness and via email and social media stuff, and we are following up on all of those. And
That wasn't me, that was him.
imagine the input that we're getting from those sources, and we got somebody dedicated specifically just to monitor that. I'm going to give you guys one last plea here, and the fact is that really do need those anonymous people, as Casey said, that if you want to not be involved, but help us out, you can report it honestly, and we're good with that. The last thing that I would add to this whole deal is, I know there may be questions out there that not enough information is being put out, but I can tell you that we're putting it out as quick as we can, when we can. And at some point in time, once we catch that big break, then hopefully we can bring Naomi home. So other than that, if there's any questions for me.
Sheriff, what would you say to somebody who's watching this, and they may know something, that they may get in trouble, either physical trouble, or they may be in a situation where if they speak out or whatever, they can get in a lot of trouble, not from you guys, but from their environment.
Right.
What would you say to them?
Friends and neighbors. I mean, if somebody can't send information out because they're worried about retaliation or some sort of, or some kickback or something, they know somebody that can. That's the benefit of today's world in terms of social media and secret witness and all that stuff, is there's a lot of ways to remain anonymous that doesn't cause you to get thrown under the bus. And I would just reiterate to a lot of people that, because a lot of times you have people that, I don't want to be involved because I don't want to be part of it, I don't want to be saying it on social or national news. In today's world, there's lots of ways to get information out there, and I would just ask that everybody that's listening really focus on that and be creative and come up with a way that you can get us information that we can use. Anything else?
Do you have any indication that it was a violent attack? And if not, is that why you continue to search heavily and believe that she's still alive?
Can't really comment on that a whole lot because, I mean, this is a big case and we got a lot of evidence being processed and we don't have a conclusive answer to that yet. And I don't want to lead to speculation. So we're still working on that piece. Anything else?
Have you received any tips where someone intentionally gave you false information regarding this case?
So that's one of the reasons that we have somebody specifically filtering that information, because you're going to get, no matter what type of case you have, with this one or any other one, you're going to get certain information that may not be credible. And so that's why we're on top of it and trying to sort all that out.
Casey, how do you, if somebody wants to start their own search thing, maybe their friend or something, early evening or something, do you want them to email you, or what would you like them to do?
The email address is findnaomiirion@gmail.com, and I will immediately discuss that with my brother.
And anyone that wants to get involved with that, there is some people in the community that I will be putting you in touch with that I don't want to just blast out there to everyone right now. But if you can, form groups. We don't have time to work with necessarily a bunch of different individuals. Like, reach out to other people. We need your help. We're overwhelmed. So, and anybody that has any type of search and rescue experience that wants to help be in charge of this, get in contact. And if we can get a civilian side person that has legitimate experience and is a serious person that we can verify, then I would love to coordinate with someone like that has that kind of time. And honestly, you have so much happening. And we're all wearing rainbow ribbons. They asked us, a bunch of the moms here in Burnley, they made these for us. And with their daughters and their granddaughters and their husbands and their family. And they have run firmly out of ribbon. So anybody coming tonight, bring rainbow ribbons, spools of it, and we'll get it in the right hands. And we thank everybody for that. And rainbow was, they asked what her favorite color was, and that was it. So
All right. So that's basically the press conference there. Now, just wanted to do one more thing before I leave. Okay, so this was an update March 18th. Okay, so this is Naomi. This is Naomi's car, which has now been located, so that's fine. So that's Naomi's car. And this is the suspect's vehicle right here. How's that? If anybody has seen something, either at the Walmart parking lot, say something. It may be nothing. It could be everything. We don't know. So please, if you see something, say something. All right, guys. I'm going to just stop my screen there. I guess I'm going to end it here. And I will hopefully catch some views on my next live. Until then, take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.